Hey everyone, welcome back to PM Learn, your go-to spot for mastering modern project management. Now let's face a hard truth. You can have the most brilliant project team, a flawless plan and state-of-the-art tools, but if your contracts are poorly structured, your project is doomed before it even starts. Contracts are not just legal boring paperwork, they are the ultimate blueprint for how risk is allocated, how stakeholders collaborate, and how budget is spent. In today's video, we are going to demystify the core contract types you need to master as a project manager. To make this incredibly practical, we are going to walk through a single real world case study, Project EcoTransit, to show you exactly how each contract type works in action. Plus, we will explore how AI, agile, and smart contracts are completely revolutionizing procurement today. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about perspective. As a project manager, you must look at contracts through a dual lens. On one hand, you are the client or customer when you are hiring vendors to supply specialized hardware or consulting services. Here, your primary goal is to maximize quality while securing budget predictably. On the other hand, your organization is often the contractor or vendor when you are hired by clients to build a product. From this angle, your goal is to protect your resources, cover overhead, and avoid losing money due to scope creep. Understanding both perspectives is your superpower. It allows you to build contracts where both sides win, which is the which is the secret ingredient for long-term project success. To bring these abstract ideas to life, let's look at the real-world case study. Imagine we are managing Project EcoTransit, a massive initiative to build a next-generation smart city transit system. This project is highly complex. It has standard hardware needs, highly volatile software development, and specialized creative consulting. We can't use a single contract type for the entire project. Instead, we have to strategically map our sub-deliveries to different contract structure. Let's look at our first component. First up, the fixed price contract or FP. This is simple, a predefined flat fee for a clearly defined scope of work. The client perspective, pure predictably, if we agree on $50,000, that's exactly what we pay. The contractor perspectively, high risk. If they run into issues and it costs them $60,000 to deliver, they absorb that $10,000 loss. But if they operate super efficiently and deliver it for $30,000, they keep the extra profit. In Project EcoTransit, we use a fixed price contract to purchase 500 GPS tracking units. Why? Because the technical specs of standard GPS hardware are 100% clear. There is no ambiguity. We write a contract for $50,000 to deliver the units, and the risk sits on the manufacturer to build and ship them on time. Build. What happens when the scope is incredibly uncertain or carries extreme risk? There is where we use cost reimbursable contracts. Under this model, the client pays the contractor for their actual proven cost of execution plus an agreed fee that represent the contractor's profit. The client perspective, it allows massive flexibility to pivot, but it carries a high risk of cost escalation if the project drags on. The contractor perspective, zero financial risk. They know every single dollar they spend on engineering or research will be reimbursed, plus they get their guaranteed profit margin. In our EcoTransit project, we need to design an experimental AI algorithm that predicts city bus arrival times based on real world traffic patterns. Because nobody has built this specific algorithm before. We can't write a fixed price contract. No contractor would take that risk. So we hire an AI research agency on a cost reimbursable basis. We pay their development cost plus a flat $8,000 profit fee. It keeps the project moving without forcing the vendors into a financial corner. Now let's look at the third model, time and materials, or T&M. This is a hybrid model contracting elements of both fixed price and cost reimbursable contracts. You pay a fixed unit rate, usually an hourly or daily labor rate, plus the actual cost of materials. The client perspective, extremely agility, you can scale resources up or down dynamically, but you must monitor timesheets closely to ensure you are getting value for every hour billed. Now, the contractor perspective, steady cash flow. Every single hour your engineers or designers spend working in fully paid. In Project EcoTransit, we need world class UI UX designers to build our mobile app interface because we want to iterate quickly based on user feedback. We don't have a final read list of screens yet. We hire two senior UI UX specialists at a flat rate of $120 per hour for 3 months. As requirements change week to week, they build, test, and adapt. It's clean, rapid, and keeps our design team agile. The fourth model is a powerful collaborative tool, the target cost contract. This is designed to drive absolute alignment between client and contractor. We agree on a target cost. If the contractor delivers under budget, both parties share the savings. If the contractor goes over budget, both parties share the loss based on a predetermined ratio. For Project EcoTransit, we are constructing IoT enabled smart bus shelters with digital display screens. We set a target cost of $100,000 with a 70 to 30 share ratio. If our construction partner works smart and finishes the shelters for $80,000, we save money and they get a 30% bonus of the savings, meaning they make an extra $6,000 in pure profit. But if they are sloppy and it costs $120,000, they have to absorb 30% of that overrun out of their pocket. This model initiates the contractor to think like a partner. Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. This comparison matrix shows you exactly how to map your project risk. As you go from fixed price to cost reimbursable, the financial risk shifts entirely from the contractor over to the client. When scope is rigid and clear, choose fixed price, like our GPS units. When scope is highly experimental, choose cost reimbursable, like our AI route optimizer. When you need agile, expert, hands-on deck with hourly rates, choose time and materials, like our UI UX designers. And when you want joint skill in the game to build major physical components, choose target cost, like our IoT bus shelters. Now let's look forward. The world of procurement is evolving rapidly, driven by AI, automation, and global change. First, we are seeing agile contracting take off. Instead of massive multi-year contracts, agreements are broken down into initiative micro sprints with quality check-ins, allowing teams to deliver value rapidly without massive legal recognitions. Second, Smart contractors are moving from theory to reality. Powered by blockchain technology, these contracts automatically release milestone payments the second variable criteria are met, eliminating weeks of billing paperwork and administrative overhead. Finally, there is sustainable contracting. Modern organizations are embedding ESG clauses directly into vendor contracts. This ensures that our suppliers on Project EcoTransit use low carbon manufacturing methods and fair labor practices, aligning our procurement directly with global sustainability goals. At the end of the day, here is the PM Learn core philosophy. A contract is not a weapon to beat your partner over the head with. The global should never be to exploit loopholes or transfer 100% of the pain to the other side. A truly great project manager structures contracts to align incentives, creating transparency, shared accountability, and a collaborative win win scenario because when your vendors succeed, your project succeed. That's wrap up our guide to mastering contract types. Now I want to hear from you. Which contract type do you use most frequently in your current projects and what's the biggest challenge you face with it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to PM Learn for more high impact project management insights, and share this video with your fellow PMs. Until next time, keep planning smart, executing with focus, and I will see you in the next video.